Here I am, and here you are. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Today, I'm going to present you a little talk with this topic, evil tech, how devs became villains. But before I start, I feel like we're not in the mood yet. I feel like everyone isn't in the mood yet. You guys, everyone here needs to be in character. That is to say, you need to feel like a true villain in order to understand this talk. So, I'm going to ask you something. Are you okay with a little competition? Oh, so you just say yes. You don't even know what is it. I could say the Hunger Games, yes, come and kill me. Or yes, I want to kill people. Sorry?
There's something to win.
Yes, that's a true player over here. So yeah, here is the prize. As you can see, it's a fortune cookie that you might have on the receipt. Oh yeah, I'm a villain, so I don't give real prize. No, instead, with this cookie, it means that you are on the dark side, okay? So I would like a few volunteers over here in the public to come here and to give your best evil laugh. So if you don't know what is an evil laugh, every villain has a big laugh, that is very, it's their identity. For example, my villain laugh will be, get ready, ha! Okay, so I need people here to come here. Hey, come on. No one is brave, please. Come on. Oh yeah, thank you. A true one. Woo! Yeah, you can applaud.
Let's do this.
Yes, let's go. It's a competition. Only 2 people? Come on. Yeah, 3 people. Another one. Last one. Come on. Yes, thank you. You guys are great. So, I have this over here. It's the evil box. Okay. I'm going to start over here. And each one of you is going to give their best evil laugh, okay? You need to be in character. Go deep inside of you. Find the darkest part of you being, okay? Let's go. Oh, by the way, what's your name? Ramon. So after this competition, you will vote, and the one that gets the most cheer or the most evil laugh, because you guys also have to laugh, will win that fortune cookie. Let's go. Ramon. Woo! Starting strong. Over.
Yeah, you stole my idea.
What's your name?
Okay, my name is Tim.
Tim.
Yeah.
Okay. Ramon, Tim. Woo! Brava. What's your name? Sander. Okay, let's go. Whoa, I just got some chills over here. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Okay. Not putting any pressure on you. What's your name?
Who wants to know?
Me.
Oh, okay. Rino.
Rio?
Rino.
Rino?
Rino.
Rino?
Rino.
Rino? Rino. Okay, Rino. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let's just, I'm going to stay over here. Okay, thank you, everyone. So I'm going to say every name. So when I say one name, I want everyone here, if you agree that it's the best evil laugh, to either do your own evil laugh, or if you are shy, you can just clap. Well, that's fun. Let's go. So, for the first contender, who is, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Ramon. Oh, yeah. How can I forget this? Ramon! Okay. Okay. There are still some competition going on. Okay. Your name, Tim, right?
Tim,
Yeah. For Tim. Come on, we cannot have an ex aequo here. Like, come on. For Sander. And the last one, Rino. Okay, I feel like all the uploads are the same. So
Everyone wins.
no. I'm a villain, so I decide. Okay, it's a dictator over here. For me, the best laugh was. Okay, we go with Zander.
Merci beaucoup.
Congratulations! And your cookie? Oh, but no, that's perfect. You are even more a villain because you are cheating. Yay! True villainy. Thank you, everyone. You can go back to your seat. Okay, so now we are all in the mood. So let's get started then. I keep saying, oh, we are talking about villains, right? But what is a villain? You know, could be over here, like you can see some software engineers as villains. Yeah, love me, Johnny. But let's be real. For the definition, I went online, like everyone, and I went on the website merriam-webster.com. There were like different type of definitions for the word villain, but I took the one that were relevant because, you know, I'm not going to say, oh, it's a peasant, un vilain, comme on dit en français, like you say in French, for people that don't understand French. So the three definitions that are relevant to the topic is, the first one, a character in a story or play that is on the opposite side of the hero. So it's not necessarily a villain, it's just, you know, you are standing in the way of the hero. The hero could be evil, but because you are standing in the way, and he is the main character, you are the villain. Now, the second definition is more straightforward. It's a criminal. Yeah, villain is a criminal. I don't think anyone is going to argue here. Except maybe Xander. And then the third one is one blame for a particular evil and difficulty. Now, why I'm already talking about the definition? Because we need to understand this talk, what we are talking when you are saying developers are villains, okay? So for starter, I'm going to go with the criminal definition, because it's fun. Get ready? Yes, it was a little small, but it was like the tantan from Law and Order for people that are in the know. You know, a few weeks ago, I was online again, and I found this article that was super interesting. It was about the trial that is going on with FTX. Don't know if you are familiar with FTX. Oh, I see a lot of chuckles over here. Okay, you are definitely familiar. So for people that don't know, FTX was a platform where people could buy and sell cryptocurrency. It was a marketplace for that. And it was the first biggest marketplace in the world. Pretty big. But right now, there are some, this company went bankrupt. And right now, the CEO and the executives of the company are accused of stealing billions of investment money and of customer funds. So why I'm talking about this? Because on the article, they said that the FBI was trying to find evidence of the crime, of the fraud, of the stealing. They went into the code base, and they found some evidence, okay? So first of all, they saw something very strange that the CTO and the engineering director added to the code. It was a migration in the database. They added a column that is called allow_negative. But, you know, this column, there was only one account that had allow negative at true, because it's a Boolean, so it's either false or true. All the accounts, the millions of accounts were false, except one that was true. And guess what? Who is the owner of this account? Yes, oh, well, kind of. So it was the company that's called Alameda Research, which is the hedge fund that is owned by Sam Bankman-Fried. So yeah, you're true. It's a true response, but let's put some doubt over here, okay? Because it's an allegation. He hasn't been convicted yet, so I'm going to say allegedly a lot here, okay? I don't want to be sued. Don't sue me, please. I said allegedly. So basically, what is this code? It's in Python, and they made in the code some conditions. So this code, basically, it's working like a bank. And when you are in your bank, you can withdraw only as much money as you have in your account, or if you can go in the reds, there is a limit, like maybe 100 euro or something, or more if you're rich. But here, there was no limit. No, actually, there was a limit, but it was 64 billions. So the Alameda account could withdraw as much as 64 billions from the FTS fund. And this is what they are using right now to say that there are some criminal activity over here. Why I'm talking about this? Because right now, outside of SBF, who is Sam Bankman-Fried, who is the CEO of FTX, there is also the CTO and the engineering director that are being tried. And if they are found guilty, the CTO is facing up to 75 years in jail, and the engineering director up to 50 years in jail. And they are both in their early 30s. So as far as PBS, is facing 115 years in prison. Yeah, it's the USA. So basically, even if he dies before he finishes his term, his prison jail, his ghost still has to stay there. So yeah, kids, don't do crimes. Allegedly. So now I'm going to go over the other definition, the antagonistic one, which is that a villain is someone who is standing in the way of the main character. I know nowadays everyone is like, I am the main character. So who is the main character in this story, if it's not the developers? You don't know? No, silence. Sorry? The user. You're quite close. But for me, since I'm the villain here, I decide. So the main character is society. Why is it relevant? So it's a bit of sociology here, so please don't leave yet. I'm going back to the technical parts. This is a wheel that has been created by the social scientist Shalom H. Schwartz. It's basically a wheel that represents all the values in the world. So he looked at all the society in the entire world, and he found that there were some values that were found in every society in the world. And he regrouped them in a wheel. And what is interesting here is that we can use that wheel to, how to say? We can use that wheel to represent society. So, stay with me. Basically, if you are in a society that is big in conservation, for example, big on security, on tradition, on conformity, but you are a developer that is developing, something that is close to self-direction. I would think a society that is big on conservation would be maybe Asian countries, African countries, whereas self-direction would be more Western countries. So self-direction is more about independence, about taking charge and, being a free thinker. So if you are big, you are an app that is big on freedom, on independence, but you are in a society that is built on safety, you might become the villain because you are breaking the status quo. You are making maybe changes that could be affecting the safety of the citizen, all types of stuff, and vice versa. If you are more in a society that is big on independent thought and action, and you make an app that is big on security, which is more on maybe surveillance, on monitoring people that might have, I won't say criminal, but like dubious actions, you are becoming the villain in this story. Why I'm talking about this is just to show that the word villain versus hero, morality, and all that stuff It depends on your context, on the society you are living, on the eye of the beholder. Another example would be power versus universalism. So here I'm going to do my best impression of a villain. I am power. I am big social status. I want money, I want dominance, and I want control over people and resources. Ha! Ha ha ha! Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did my best over here. But, you know, in my society, power, this value power, is very valued. The US, sorry. And people look up to me because I'm this person that is high achieving, I make a lot of money, I'm powerful. But in a society that is more on universalism, I could be a villain because if I create an app that is very popular, that is used by billions of people, that makes a lot of money, that's great for me, of course. But if we look at the environmental lens, I could be contributing a lot to climate change. I could be, disturbing maybe government over the world. And in that lens, I would be the villain. Again, it's a question of perspective. See, you are all the villain of someone else, or the hero of someone else. But here we are more on the pessimist side, so you are all the villain of someone else. Okay, I keep saying you are the villain depending on where you are, who is looking at you. So who is the villain actually? I try to be more academic in what I present. So I look online to find some research for this topic. And I found one that was very interesting. It was some researcher that looked at the way today, well, in 2020, how software engineering research is talking about ethics. Basically, is ethics important in software engineering? And no, it's not. It's only 17% of papers regarding software engineering that are even talking about ethics. 16%, not even 20%. And when they are talking about ethics, they are mostly talking about security, privacy, and a little bit of benevolence and universalism. But it's mostly, you know, when it comes to sustainability and climate change and all that. So I kept reading, until I found this quote. I'm going to read it. A common example was the value privacy, which from a software engineering perspective is clearly aligned with the category security, yet appears in the self-direction according to SVS. So SVS is Shalom Schwartz, wheel of values. What does it mean? It means basically that for software engineers, when you say the word privacy, they hear security, they hear data protection, they hear all that jazz. But when you talk to social scientists or people that have different point of view, they don't think security. They think self-direction, which is freedom. They think, oh, when you protect the privacy, you protect the freedom of the user. Why is it interesting? Because it shows that there is mismatch between what people want and what software engineers hear. Or not just software engineer, but more in the software engineer field. There is a miscommunication. And today, when you look at the media and just people around, when they are dissatisfied about software engineers, about any type of technical change, about features, when they talk about privacy, because it's a big thing right now, and even in the past, and of course it will be in the future, they mean we want our freedom back. But we hear, oh, you want us to protect your data, right? And I feel like this should be something to think about. Or maybe not, if you don't care. But I feel like there is something there. You know, as you can see, a duality in the word privacy. And I talk about privacy because it's the biggest subject when it comes to ethics in software engineering. No. Where I'm going here, the whole point of this talk is to tell you that when it comes to ethics, of course, it's a matter of point of view. If you go in Japan or in the US or in South Africa or in the Netherlands, not everyone will have the same value, or if they have the same value, it will not have the same priority. Some values will take over others. So when it comes to this, when we say someone is a villain, something is evil, something is wrong, something is right, it's a matter of point of view, and it's you, all of you, that have to shape your own perspective based on the country you live in, the country you work in, and also the countries or country you users live in, to try to adapt. And also yourself, of course, because you are not totally neutral. You all have your opinions. We all have plenty of opinion, maybe too much. And you need to mix all that up in your reflection, in the way you are going to design your software, or just, in general, when it comes to software engineer, to move forward, to go somewhere where you will find or not. Well, thank you, everyone. That's me. I'm a software developer based in Paris in a web agency called EVAsoft. I think I could say in English, but I'm going to say in French, EVAsoft. I'm also a mentor at Motiver, which is a community for women's empowerment in tech. You can find me on X, but I'm not really active. I don't even remember the last time I log in. Maybe someone hacked me and I don't even know. You know what? I don't care. You're the best. If you're looking at me right now. Or you can find me on LinkedIn. I'm actually active, more active than I should be. Okay, so thanks everyone for your attention. Thanks for the organization for this great conference. And if you have any question, this is your turn. This is your moment. Yeah.
Any questions?
Oh, yeah, okay. I was actually wondering, how do you apply those that duality in your own work? Of what you just talked about.
Oh, yeah. So I don't know if I'm lucky or not, but in my work, I don't really have this type of problems, in the sense that we are mostly, I'm on mission at EDF, which is the largest electricity company, the national electricity company of France. And we are working on software, but it's used internally. So it's a small user base. So we don't really have to worry about data protection, because every data that we use, it's only for the software, for the improvement of the software. So we get all we need, when it comes to privacy. And, I've actually thought about it, because I was like, oh, people are going to grill me on this. But I don't really find any ethical problem to address. I really thought hard about it, but I think I'm good. Maybe we say, oh, you're really into your villain personality, but I'm good.
When you said about like the definition, like how users see privacy, you said that
Yeah, I said that it was all about freedom when they say privacy.
yeah, like what do you mean by freedom?
In the research paper I looked, they don't really say freedom, they say self-direction, which is more about, it's similar to freedom. It's about, being able to do what you want to do independently of the pressure on you. So I just read that as freedom. It's my own interpretation. So when I say user wants freedom, their freedom back, I don't mean all users, of course, but I'm saying that when often people, talk about privacy, even when I speak to people on this topic, they say, no, I'm not really happy with having all my data out there used by who knows who, you know, it's really, well, it's just like, it's not a statistical number I'm giving you. It's more about my experience talking to people, random people. The way I interpret that is that if they could, they would take their data back, or only give it if it's for the improvement of the product, if the product is made better for them. But everything else, the ads or worse, they don't want it, you know. So this is my interpretation here. And since it's the type of topic where you are forced to have an opinion, I'm giving my opinion.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for that talk, but first things first. So, my question for you is, imagine you're creating a university course, so for computer science, and you now have a module, and that module is morality. What's going to be included on your module?
Oh, yeah. I think if I were a university, are you a university?
I'm
You
a
want me to do your homework?
Yeah, I'm a university, but I'm creating a new computer science course, and I want you to run the morality module. So what would you put on there?
Okay. Big role you're giving me here. First, the dark side is better. We have cookies. No, really. I think if I were to write this type of university course, I would first of all give a context, an academic context about morality, because outside of, so I look online on the stuff about morality, there is just one thing that people agree all on when it comes to morality, is that is immoral when you go against human's dignity. But dignity depends on the society you live in. But the big one is going against the human dignity. And build on that, you know, because often, well, I think in computer science, you don't really see any type of other science, especially social science. So it's important to give a context, to give something to chew on later for the students, you know, and build on that. But I feel like, especially in university, I don't really like to give lessons to people, to tell them, you need to think that, not that, this one, not that. I want people to have all the information that there is. Of course, it's information that I chose myself, so that's my prerogative, and then to make their own choices, to make their own opinion. I don't really think there is a bad opinion, except if you are against human dignity, of course. But I feel like everyone should be able to shape their own opinion, to shape their own view, their own morality, because, you know, morality is very personal.
Great, thank you very much. Where is this going?
I think we should wrap it up after this question.
Yes.
For further questions, please come to the front.
All right. You say you don't run into this problem a lot at work, but so what made you choose the topic?
Because it's something that I really like, in the sense that I really like philosophy. I really like ethical dilemma. It's something that's really vibing me, something I really enjoy, I'm really passionate about. And it's a big topic right now in tech with AI and all the headlines that we are polluted with. Sorry, but there are so many headlines that it's crazy. And I feel like I wanted to talk more about this, you know. Even if I'm not in an ethical dilemma, maybe there is someone over here. Okay, silence. You're all perfect, Angel, thank you. But maybe someone, you know, wants to hear this, wants to take it with them back to their home and think more about that, you know, and maybe implement it at work, whoever it might be, start conversation with colleagues, friends, you know. It's something that I wanted to give and let everyone chew on. Thank you.